Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 183 of Less Platinum and 100% Nioh. Alright, so today we're going to prepare, we're eventually going to go into the Abyss, but there is one last thing that we need to do, and I need to figure out which mission it is, or which region it is. I think it's in Kinkai, or Kinky. Let's have a look. Excuse me, yes, here it is. Alright, the Battle of Ahashi Bridge. Alright, so what we want to do is we actually want to connect to online, and in doing so, then after that we just want to jump straight into the Battle of Ahashi Bridge. So I'll just explain as the game loads here. We have 3 trophies remaining. We need to get a Yata Mirror to get the Holy Trinity trophy to equip a Kusanagi Tsurugi, Yasakani Magatama, and a Yata Mirror. We need to complete the 20th plane of the Abyss, and we also need to complete a mission transformed as, or disguised as a woman. In order to do that, we need to amass at least 70,000 glory. Now, I have about 17,000 glory. Now, the quickest way, and I forgot to change everything. Alright, damn. Alright, let's quickly change this to Fire Talisman or Fire Amulet. And I'm also going to change, how do I do it? Like this. Yeah, I'm also going to change the Ninetales to my main spirit. So if you go to the Battle of Ahashi Bridge, you can see there are a ton of dead revenants, right? And what you do is you just summon them. Activate your Fire Amulet, and then whatever way you feel most comfortable with, just take them out and get the glory. So let's have a look. So that was worth 136. So you're going to have different amounts of glory, and the only annoying thing is that it does take a little bit of time for you to be able to summon the next revenant when you're defeating one of them. So like you'll finish this one off, and then, damn it, I didn't think he was going to survive that long. Yeah, you'll defeat one, and then it's like, alright, I'm ready to go for the next one, but you'll have to wait. Now, the cool thing about this is that sometimes, it doesn't happen all the time, but occasionally, you'll come across an enemy or a revenant that has quite a high level, and if that's the case, then usually what will happen is you'll get, I got the wrong sword. Ah, right, because I changed the Kusarigama. Okay, that makes sense. Let me change that back. I thought I did the previous mission with the wrong sword the whole time. So Hikon in Manji. Okay, let's do here. Yeah, sometimes you'll get a... So that was 126. So for the most part in Way of the Demon, if you're versing the revenants that are part of the main game, you will only get... Why did I do such low damage? You must have really good fire resistance or something. Dealt a lot of damage to me. For the most part, you will only get 169 glory. That'll be the most that you can get usually. But if you're fighting online revenants, occasionally you'll get more. So you've just got to get a little bit lucky here. And every so often you're going to do this mission, you're going to find yourself getting like 200 plus glory per revenant. So it does take a little while, admittedly, but this is pretty much the fastest way to do it. Another mission you can do is actually Spirit Stone Huntress, the mission where you defeat Maria. If you enter that mission and you turn around, you'll actually see about 10 or so revenants, like just laying all about the ground. So yeah, you can do that. Did I not switch? Ah, that's why. Okay, I hadn't switched. It's 150. So yeah, you just keep doing this. Keep defeating them. You can fight almost all of them. They're all in the same place. I think for every game, as far as I can tell. And then there's only one towards the end that you can't reach. So you can see the Raven Tengu and the that guy over there. We'll have to eventually fight them. But there's one Revenant that you just can't reach. You can obviously fight them together. Like you can fight the Revenant and the boss fight if you want, but if you don't want to do that, you can't really fight it. Okay, that's taking a little bit of time. So yeah, this will be a little bit of farming, but yeah, just put something on and start watching. Is there anything else I need to say? The only other thing is, this is also why, I mean, maybe it wasn't that worth it, but because I only got like, I don't know, 20% of what I needed or something. But this is also why I tried to farm as much glory as I could during the main game, defeating all the revenants and stuff, so that I'd have less to farm here. Probably used up more time, you know, farming them the way I did than just if we had 0 and got here. There we go, that's maximum glory for Way of the Demon usually, but occasionally you'll get more. I don't know exactly what triggers it, but sometimes you'll get more, which is nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish off farming these revenants here, and then what you can do is you can either use a Himoroji branch or a fragment to get out of the mission. If you use a branch, you'll get to keep all of your Amrita. If you use a fragment, then you will lose all of it. So it's up to you. Or of course you can win the mission, complete the mission, which I'm going to try and show off here. Ah, damn it. That's kind of a problem actually. Oh, I guess we're finishing this mission now. Not an easy mission, this one. Like, there's a good chance I can lose. If this guy would stay still for a second, maybe I could actually kill him. Poke. Alright, here we go. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, nice. Oh, I could have double killing striked. I love his axe actually. He's got, looks like a proper axe. Actually, if I haven't said it before, he reminds me of Astaroth from Soul Calibur. Obviously you can't see his face, but he's like build and everything, and the axe as well. Pretty sure Astaroth used an axe. Alright, so that did that, and yeah, did a decent amount. Alright, so I'm gonna keep farming this off screen until I have 70,000, and we'll go from there, and I'll just show you can check here. So I got like 2,000 from that, so I mean, it wasn't that long. Got about 2,000, so I'm just gonna keep farming this off screen, and when I have 70,000, I'll meet you at the main menu, so be right back. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see just below the 83 out of 500 number, you can see 70,057, that's my glory, and 83 out of 500, that's because I just put everything into the storehouse just to get rid of it. So let's do a few things. Let's level up first. Put 1 point in stamina, go to the blacksmith real quick. I've sold everything, handing over the smithing text. Let's have a look. I think Yukishiro was one. Can't quite remember. And then armor. What did I get for armor? General of Kigetsu. Okay, that was from that was still from the Fair for the Afterlife. I'm pretty sure. I hadn't gone in there. All right. So now what we do is, now that we have the required glory, you go to Hidden Tea House and you click on Trade. And you go to transform, and you can go down here, and the only women, so I'll just show you. So here are all the men. The only women that you can transform, or the women that you can transform into, are down here. So you've got Fuku, Tachibana, Ginchio, Senji, and Maria is down here as well. I wanted to transform into Okatsu, but she costs a little bit more. Let's try Tachibana Ginchio, because I did Maria on my other playthrough, so that's cool. Transform, and then you just click here. Yep, while transformed, your appearance won't be affected, only your weapons. Alright, cool. And now it says you have to complete a, I believe it's a main mission. I haven't never tried completing a side mission, but I think it's a main mission. So let's do Isle of Demons. Okay, here we go. I should have done the, what's called? The Way of the Samurai version, not Way of the Demon. Is it Demon? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's just run anyway. Yeah, so basically, literally all you have to do is just complete a main mission as disguised as a woman. on here. Nice, nice. Move, move, move. Stop, stop. Jesus. Alright, now I think from memory the best way to do this is to jump down here. Heal up. We want to get water on us and then sprint all the way down here, and I think I'm just going to go straight for the boss. What the camera just like changed on me. Surely there's no way I can lose this boss fight. Let's have a look. Skip, sloth, weakness, put the fire on. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. There we go. Yay, we did it. And that should give us a, there we go, female impersonator. Hooray, we did it. Okay, let's meet back at the main menu. Okay, here we are back at the main menu. Now, I believe we're about 10 minutes into this episode, so I'm going to start working on the Abyss. So let's start doing that. So over here is the Abyss, it says special mission. So if we press X on it, it says, if you proceed deep enough into the yokai realm, you will eventually come to the Abyss. It is a perpetual battleground into which only the strongest warriors may enter. Though I do not know who or what led me there, I found myself heading inside. Alright, and in order to enter the Abyss, you need a cracked Ochoko cup. I never explained this, but on Way of the Demon, you can give regular Ochoko cups up to 10 to increase the divine item drop rate by 10%. So that's pretty good. You can do that if you want. And then here you need to start on whatever floor you've cleared up to. So we haven't cleared any floors, so we start on 1. Let's go. Okay, now there should be information here. Let's see on the loading screen. So areas of the Abyss. The Abyss is an ethereal world made up of innumerable floors. Each floor of the Abyss has 6 areas. Terra Firma, where you start. 4 planes that you are free to attempt in any order, as well as the Crucible, where a boss awaits you. While you can proceed directly to the Crucible from Terra Firma, you will be inflicted with 4 kinds of abnormal status effect, if you do. You can view what each of these effects does from the status screen. Each abnormal status effect corresponds to one of the 4 planes, and one will disappear each time a plane is completed. Somewhere within each plane is a Jizo Kodama. Find it and guide it back to Terra Firma to complete the plane. When you defeat the boss in a floor's Crucible, you can choose to either leave the Abyss or proceed to the next floor. Enemies get stronger as you advance through the floors, but you can also acquire more powerful items. Your progress through the floors will be recorded, and the next time you decide to enter the Abyss, you will be able to choose your starting floor from among those you have completed. You may find defiled items in the Abyss. These are pieces of equipment with a special effect that masks their properties and prevents them from being equipped. When you defeat a boss and leave the Abyss, your defiled items will transform into regular equipment. However, any defiled items in your possession have a greater chance to grow stronger the further you progress through the floors of the Abyss. You will fail the mission if you die in the Abyss when your guardian spirit is not present. Take the utmost care because should this happen, you will lose all your Amrita and defiled items. While shrines do exist in the Abyss, they do not allow you to call back a guardian spirit. Okay, cool. And the last bit says, the Abyss exists in the yokai realm. Although it resembles a human world, yokai and the souls of fallen warriors end up here as they roam through the afterlife. It is a battlefield where those who set foot in it fight over and over for eternity. Only those strong of spirit are able to travel between worlds of their own free will. It is said that if one can proceed deep enough, they might even be able to obtain a treasure of immeasurable value. Alright, so a lot of information there. I'll try my best to make it more succinct as we go. Oh, it looks like we're going to do this as Ginshio because I forgot to transform back. Alright, so let's look at a few things. So you can see our elixir has gone down to 3. That is still, it doesn't look like an elixir as well. Well, I think it actually does, it's just blue. It still heals us, it does exactly the same thing, it's just that we start with less. We'll keep everything else as is, and you can see we have 4 status effects at the top. So what we want to do, those status effects are as follows. Stench. All enemies in the Crucible can inflict the Stench status ailment when they land an attack. Scorch build-up continually increases the cumulative effect of fire-based status ailments when in the Crucible. Weaken ranged weapons. Permanently weakens ranged weapons when in the Crucible. Your attack will be greatly reduced and special effects from set bonuses will not apply. and summon Ember to spike fire. Summons an Ember to spike fire in the crucible that strengthens enemies. So we don't want those effects. So you can see here that this this boat and this boat are red and blue, and these ones are like yellow, gold, and white, and they correspond to each of the different status effects. So let's go get rid of a status effect by going to the plane of infinity, and if we can complete this, oh yeah, we also get our guardian spirit that sits here when you accept. If we can complete this plane, we will remove the stench status effect from our starting negative status effects. Now, the reason you want to do it this way, or at least the reason I'm going to do it this way, is there's a few reasons, but I'll just try and explain in a second here. The Abyss, Plane of Infinity. So as you can see, it just takes place in a in like a stage. It's sort of, I don't know if it's the whole stage, but it's just sort of like, I think it's like just essentially part of a stage. And you'll see what I mean in a moment here. Now, because this is the very first stage, things are pretty simple. We're on like Way of the Samurai difficulty, so a lot of yeah, why not? Like a lot of stuff is going to die very, very easily, and stuff is of low level as well. But you can see our, there we go. So like that was just a strong attack from low stance, and it did that much damage. So yeah, I'm barely taking any damage, which is nice. As you can see, the radar is pointing to where we need to go, so I'm gonna try and head over there. I think it's here. Yeah, there's the. I already saw where the Kodama is. So all we got to do is go here, and then we got to go here, and then I think we just have to go. If I can get there, we'll drop down here, run this way, and there we go. Made it to the Kodama. Lead to terra firma. Yes. Alright, cool. So that'll negate the stench status effect. And we're going to continue doing these for the other ones. Now, the reason we're going to do this is because if we have these status effects within the Abyss, obviously it's going to make it more difficult to defeat the bosses, right? Now, when you start, like I said, Way of the Samurai is the difficulty, and I think it's for the first 5 floors, if I'm not mistaken. The first 5 floors are on Way of the Samurai, so you might be thinking, well, you can defeat the first 5 bosses without too much trouble, and that's true, but I also don't want to risk like dying. I'd rather just get it all in one go, not because you have to start from the very beginning each time, but it just makes sense to kind of like try and not lose any of the 20 boss fights that we have to do, especially because they're not that challenging. Is it here or is it up the top? I have no idea where this thing is. Did that do no damage to me? That's weird. I think it's up here. Higher. That's locked. Let's go through the secret. No, okay, interesting. Alright, well I don't see it here. Let me just double check. How do I get further up then? Wait, before I jump down, I just want to double check this. So you can't go there. Oh, it's there. Okay. It was hiding. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so the reason I want to do this is because if you remove all 4 status effects right at the very beginning, every time you complete a boss, you will receive another status effect, but only 1. So what that means is that you can complete all 4, like get rid of all 4 status effects on the first plane, defeat a boss, and then you'll have 1. Then you can either choose to get rid of that status effect, or you can defeat the boss, and then when you go to the next plane, you'll have another status effect, so you have 2. My tactic, I think, the way I'm going to do it, I think the sort of most, it's definitely not the quickest way, but I think the most logical way would be, is it here? Where is it? Should be that one. Just give me a second here. Yeah, we can go there, I guess. Damn this, I hate this stage. So no, it's over here. Yeah, I think personally the most logical way to do it is we'll get rid of all 4 status effects right at the very beginning, and then just keep getting rid of 1 status effect at a time. Damn, almost got there. Until, like, as we defeat each boss. I feel like that's the most logical thing to do, because it won't take as long to get rid of 1 status effect as it does to get rid of 4. Another thing I should have mentioned this actually earlier, but I forgot. When you're doing the glory farming, sometimes the revenant graves will just disappear for some reason, and they won't like load in. I think you might have to actually close the application entirely and reload the entire game. I tried returning to the title screen, that doesn't seem to work. There were a few suggestions online saying you just have to wait until they come back. But I tried waiting a little bit. Okay, this will be a fight. I tried waiting a little bit, but it didn't seem to really cause things to come back. So I feel like just restarting the game, like close the application and reopen it, and it should work. Yeah, I should have said that before, sorry. Another thing that this helps with in terms of like the way I'm doing this is because this acts on a... Oh yeah, and you get a few different items like spectral salve, which I'll read in a moment. What? Oh. Also, another thing that this helps with is if you try and risk like completing the first boss without removing all your status effects, which it's very possible. Like the first boss is not hard. I could have almost certainly done it without, or with all the status effects, or even with all the status effects, I should say. But the reason that this is good is because later when you have to go and get rid of like 1 status effect, you only have to get rid of 1 of it, and it'll be on a harder difficulty. So like getting rid of them on Way of the Samurai is much better. You can see, look at that, 3 hits to take down a Raven Tengu. Since when? Why did that give me a mission complete thing? Does that usually happen? I didn't even notice. Alright, I'm just trying to look at the time. Yeah, we're close to 20 minutes. I think what we'll do is we'll defeat the first boss, and then so I can demonstrate the whole aspect of it, and then we'll keep going. That was a little bit early, I shouldn't have activated that. I can't even remember who the first boss is, but it should be fine. Okay, so just go in, it's a new. 1, 2, 3. Morning Moon. Flying Shadow. Alright, done. What did I get? Did I get anything special? Okay, I got a Droplet of Decay, and I had that thing, the other thing from before. Let me just see something. Yeah, okay. That's where we're going. So I'll just quickly show you the Spectral Salve is, yeah, it's the health item, a type of medicinal paste that can only be acquired and used in the Abyss. Restores health when used. Food and medicines brought from the plane of the living to the afterlife are said to turn to sand once they enter the mouth and cannot fulfill their intended purpose. Only that created in the afterlife can ever be used there, save for a few scarce and special items made in the human realm. You can get white Ochoko cups, which I think I haven't got these before. A small white ceramic cup for drinking sake. Using it to make an offering at a shrine in the Abyss will summon a visitor. You can offer up to 2 of these at a time, and 1 cup will summon 1 visitor. When a visitor arrives, it will take 1 of the cups. While white is a symbol of purity that cannot be tainted, it is also the color used for burial clothes and can thus represent death and departing from the mortal realm. And then the last one, Droplet of Decay, is a material used in defilement. It will change a piece of equipment into a defiled item, a teardrop-shaped crystal of condensed yokai spirit. When vaporized, this concentrated malevolent energy envelops a piece of equipment, thereby altering its properties. So yeah, that's another thing. Hopefully we'll get like at least 1 defiled item, and hopefully I can show off at least 1 ethereal item, yeah. So that would be nice, because I didn't really manage to do that on practice. I did eventually get an ethereal item by just going into Way of the Wise, but I wanted to kind of show off, just to see, show it off, just to show you, like, there's still even more to this game, even after all these hours. Okay, so now we're on the Abyss Floor 2, Terra Firma, and you can see our abnormal status effect is Confusion. All enemies in the Crucible can inflict the Confusion status element when they land an attack. Alright, so we'll come back next time, and what we're going to do is we're going to clear that, and then we're going to fight the boss. Then we're going to clear that, and then we're going to fight the boss, and we'll just keep repeating that pattern over and over and over. And hopefully with that that setup, we'll be able to get through the abyss within probably 2, maybe 3 more episodes at the most, I think. I don't know, maybe it'll even go faster than that. Alright, but for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 183 of Let's Platinum and 100% Nioh. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.